Charles seals Frogmore Cottage erases Harry and Meghan from succession line in his first Christmas speech. King Charles III will break Buckingham Palace's silence on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle during his first ever Christmas speech. At least royal sources have claimed so. The royal household has remained tight-lipped on the couple since their Netflix docuseries came out earlier on in the month, with no comment on the explosive claims contained in any of the 6 episodes. The King will reportedly resist any temptation for a lengthy comment addressing the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and instead celebrate the late Queen Elizabeth as they threaten not to attend his coronation. Insiders have said that filming on his first speech as sovereign has already wrapped ahead of Christmas, and will touch on the Queen's legacy while aiming to uplift a hardship-laden nation. The first speech from a king since 1952 will see Charles steer away from family matters. Speaking to the Mirror, a royal source said they didn't believe the monarch would waste a moment on them. They added that he wouldn't follow his mother and place any hidden messages of reconciliation around the set. The Queen famously included nods to family members with carefully arranged portraits and items placed on the desk from which she made a Christmas address or a brief video insert. The King will use his first 10 minutes broadcast to try to galvanise and inspire Britons as they face numerous problems and hardships. The source added he's wise and experienced enough to understand he should steer away from family matters. The Duke and Duchess have reportedly requested a sit-down meeting with senior royals as they seek an apology, which will determine whether they attend the King's coronation in spring 2023. The Sunday Times reported that Prince Harry and Miss Markle want their own apology, after former palace aide Lady Susan Hussey extended her own to charity boss Ngozi Fulani, following her unacceptable comments on London-born Miss Fulani's race. The publication added that the former senior royals want to sit down with the royal family to address issues of their own. Royal commentators believe those reconciliation talks will fail to take off. Vanity Fair royal editor Katie Nicholl told OK magazine that time-honoured palace policy would help ensure controversy fizzles out. She said, "I think the palace's stance of never complain, never explain in this instance is absolutely the right strategy, because if they comment they'll only fuel the narrative and allow the story more oxygen to run. I think by saying nothing, it's a dignified silence." Despite internal rifts, the King will still have time for family and focus on the late Queen. The Mirror's source said, "I'm sure King Charles will take time to reflect on his mother's phenomenal achievements and the enormous legacy that she's left behind." The Christmas address on December 25th will be the nation's first without the Queen. She delivered a speech nearly without fail during a 70-year reign, only missing one in 1969 due to a televised documentary covering the firm. The Queen provided the first ever speech via television broadcast, making Charles the first king to provide one in British history. While it doesn't yet have an official release date, royal officials will likely broadcast the King's Christmas speech at 3 p.m. on December the 25th. In other news, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been accused of trying to control the narrative by working on multiple projects this year, including their Netflix docuseries and Harry's upcoming memoir Spare. Talking to Fox News about the Duke of Sussex's upcoming memoir and its possibly explosive content, royal expert Kinsey Schofield reduced the book to an attempt from Prince Harry and his wife Meghan to try and control the narrative. Schofield said, "All these media ventures, the book, the podcast, the reality show, they're just a way for Harry and Meghan to control the narrative." She then added, "Please don't buy this book, because you think it will help you get to the bottom of some mystery, because this book is a branding tool for a royal reject. Ask the Duke of Windsor." In the same vein, Schofield also criticised Prince Harry of chasing interviews with journalists who don't challenge them.